we have the 5 students, right? And then we have the 5 days, Monday through Friday. Each day is divided into 2 non-overlapping shifts. So here are 2 shifts, 1 for each day. I'm assuming we all got this. We were like, yeah, this is a great game. First and second, with each student working exactly 2 shifts. So everybody's going to go twice, 2 G's, H's, etc. Then it says each shift, okay, follow the rules. Okay, no student works both shifts of any day. If that's the case, then we're not going to see X, right? Okay, then it says on 2 consecutive days, L works second. So we're going to see LL down here on the bottom row. Now, on 2 non-consecutive days, did we catch that? Little trick there. Non-consecutive days, G works the first shift. So you could do G, G, and cross that out, but what's the positive interpretation of this rule?
G space plus G.
Yep, you have G space, potentially more, and then G. So that's on the top row, right? We're going to have 2. Then it says K works on Tuesday and Friday. We don't know where K goes. We just know K is here and K is here. Then it says H and Joe work on the same day as each other at least once. Okay, so H and J. What do I need to add to that rule?
They can switch.
They can switch. We don't know the order. So that's going to happen at least once. The fact that it says at least once means, okay, it could happen twice, but we don't really need to worry about them anymore. As long as you have them together once, you're good to go. Then it says G and L never work on the same day as each other. All right, are there any floaters? No, everyone appears at least once. Negative to positive rules. Do we have any negative rules?
Yeah.
G and L can't be together. In other words, this LL thing is going to come in or around GG. Right? That seems pretty significant because that's going to take up how many of the 5 days? 4. Okay, and then we got this thing going on, HJ going on. And that's going to be the 5th day, wherever it is. So I would create worlds on the basis of LL. So you
But
could...
there's like a lot of places where LL could go.
How many places?
4. There's 4. Oh.
4.
It's
Okay.
late.
So we say L, 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 L. Okay? And we can just do the G's with all these. Now, if G is up top and not with L, it's got to go here and here. We're okay with that? Now with this one, G has to go here because we can't put them together over here. Where does G go over here? It turns out that it's going to go in the last one. Now, I didn't see that initially. I was just like, okay, G floating up here. But ultimately, G has to go here. How come?
HJ.
HJ has to take up one of these days. It can't be here, here, here. So it's got to be here, here. But the problem with Friday is that K is already there. So HJ is going to go here with K going down here now. Sound good? Okay. Now, this one, same deal. We have G here, and then I had G floating up above, but remember, K is going to be on Tuesday, so G is going to have to be on Tuesday with K to allow room for HJ. So far, so good? Okay. Now, over here, we're going to have G, G. What other inferences can we make? Anywhere, I don't care.
HJ is gonna go there.
Okay, HJ has to go here in world 4.
But it can't.
Oh, you can.
It cannot do that.
So LL can't go there.
That world is gone. We're down to 3 worlds. All right, does anyone want to fill in any of these worlds?
K
Has to go on Friday.
Okay, K has to go on Tuesday here and Friday here.
Which
Let's-
means H and J would be on Thursday.
H and J would be on Thursday.
And that would
H H and J are switching back and forth.
Yep, so H and J are basically floaters now in these last two slots, right? Over here we have K. Again, we have HJ is floaters. What's going to happen down here? Dennis?
Sorry, I'm just tired. I think you have
K.
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 What do we know about K?
Yeah, K's on Friday.
K's on Friday. So we got to put K here. Who's left?
I guess H and J again.
Questions? All right. This takes about 4 minutes to set up. It's a long time. But these are pretty full worlds, and you only actually end up having to create 3. I don't think 4 would have been too many necessarily, but we even got rid of 1. So, question 14. What's the... let's see, what did I get? I got A. I'll just tell you the answer. A. You can. This is the bottom row. So what's one thing to look for quickly?
The double L's.
The double L's. That's going to get rid of.
B.
It's going to get rid of B because of this right here, right? We said, hey, double L's at the end is not going to work. So that gets rid of B. That gets rid of C because it only has 1. It gets rid of D because they're separated. And what's the problem with E?
J.
If you have 2 J's, then you don't have a J with H. Oh, wait.
Well, you could.
I guess you could put an H above one of those J's. But what's the problem?
The H can't be on Friday because of K. K has to be on Friday.
K has to be on Friday.
I don't remember why.
And so then you'd have to put the H above the Thursday J.
And you also have the G's.
But then you don't have room for the G's. Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
All right, another way of looking at it is if you look right here, if you look at your LL, you had a K here, right? And so that's a problem. Question 16. If H works the gallery on Wednesday, if H is on Wednesday, which world are we looking at? 3, 1, and 2. Great. That sucks. Joe must work at the gallery on which one of the following days? Now here's the thing though. This is a must be true question. So what does that mean?
It has to be. This is true in all of them.
It has to be true in all of them. So if H works, what was it? Is it H? H works on Wednesday. Where's J?
Thursday and Monday.
Monday and Thursday. That's where J has to go. So apparently that's true for all of them. You only need to figure out for one of them. So that's B. Are we okay with that? Okay? Kennedy? Cool with that? Just checking in with the back there. Gotta make sure everybody's...
Sorry, like I
Dennis.
said, I'm tired, so this may not make sense, but I thought since this must be true, you would need to kind of see with all of them.
Yes, but if it's possible in any of them, like think about world, we just focused on world 2, that was arbitrary. But if we put H here, J would have to go here and here. J cannot go anywhere else in this world.
Mm-hmm.
And so since it is saying that it must be true, in other words, it's going to be consistent for all 3 of our worlds. If it's true for one of them, then it's going to be true for the rest.
Okay.
To convince you further, if you put H here, where's J?
In the, yeah.
Those 2, right?
Yeah.
You put H here, J.
Okay.
Yeah. But the point here is that if it could work, the question is actually telling you that it will work in all of them. Because it's always true, apparently. If H goes on Wednesday, apparently J is always forced to 2 specific days.
So sort of the way the question is, yeah, the way the question's worded is if you can show it in one. It's kind of how it's because of how it's worded.
It's because they're telling you something about this question. They're telling you that, hey, look, if you put H on Wednesday, J is going to be forced to 2 days. So if we see that happen in one of the worlds, then we're like, well, apparently that happens all the time. That's all we need to figure out.
Okay.
17, if there's at least one day on which G and J both work at the gallery, which one could be true? If G and J are working at the gallery, we're looking at this world, but not this world. So these 2, right? And in both cases, J is here. and it's asking you for what could be true. This is harder. We can't do what we just did with the last question. So you just have to go through and start looking for ones that could be true and ask yourself, could that happen in either one of the worlds? In this case, we do have to look at both worlds. If it could happen in, well, actually, if it could happen in one of them, you're done. But the point is if it doesn't happen in one of them, that doesn't mean that it's wrong. You have to look in both worlds to make sure it could happen in either one. What answer did we choose, just to save time? E. Joe works the first shift on Thursday. Yeah, if G and J are together here, you could have J up there. Right? So that works. Any answers that were tempting? That we were debating? Okay. 18. If K works the second shift on Tuesday at the gallery, if K is second shift on Tuesday, what world are we looking at? Third world. So, which one following could be true? You just have to go through it and see if it could be true with this world. What'd you guys get? B. H works the first shift on Monday. Yep. Boom, that's it. All right, great. Last question, 15. Which one following must be true? We just have to start going through these. Can G work on Tuesday? Tuesday? Yes, it could, so that's not correct. G does not work, or H does not work on Wednesday. That doesn't have to be true. Joe does not work on Tuesday. Joe never works on Tuesday. Okay. Questions on this game?
How long, if you didn't do worlds, is it, like, what would be an acceptable amount of time for this to take? Or would that just
I don't
be-
know. How did anyone do not worlds or not do worlds?
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
epically
yeah.
failed.
Yeah. I hit and
Okay. Epic fail.
Yeah,
that's
like-
totally-
Epic fail. Not great. Not great. Any success stories? Chandler, how'd it go? 8 minutes.
Sorry, I asked.
By 8, she meant
18?
18.
And then
Yeah.
how long did we do half?
So Chandler, I am just curious. Did you do the if questions first? Okay. And then you use those worlds to against the other question. Yep, you definitely could. What did 16? Oh, you had 16, 17, 18. Did they create 3 different worlds? Did they end up creating all 3 of these? Oh wow. Okay, so that's nice. All right. Any other questions? Now you can go home on that note.